Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about MOSFET. So MOSFET means metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. So it is one of the type of field effect transistor. And why this MOSFET is called as metal oxide semiconductor FET means, so here example figure we have taken. In this we are using metal and silicon dioxide and semiconductor material. So metal, this is oxide, this is semiconductor. So this is called as metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. I'll tell you construction details of MOSFET and everything. So introduction, MOSFET is a type of insulating gate field effect transistor. So what is insulation here means SiO2 is acts as a insulating layer. So this also we will discuss later. So this is called as a type of insulating gate field effect transistor, IGFET. It is a voltage control device with terminals gate, source, drain, substrate, or generally substrate and source are interconnected. So mainly we can say three terminals that are gate, source, drain, GSD terminals. And why it is called as voltage control device? See, in BJT we already discussed BJT is a current control device because output current is controlled by input current. Output values, all we can say output values can control by input values. Here output values can control by the input voltage, which means gate voltage. That's why this device is called as voltage control device. And MOSFET is a unipolar device. See, we already discussed in BJT it's a bipolar device. Here MOSFET is a unipolar device because the reason is conduction takes place either due to the electron or holes. So any one of the charge carriers will be the responsible for the conduction. That's why this is called as unipolar device. Voltage at gate terminal is used to control the conduction in MOSFET. Already I told you why MOSFET is a voltage control device. Because the gate input voltage is used to control the conduction, control the output, or we can say control the conduction in MOSFET. So hence MOSFET is called as voltage control device. Right? Gate terminal is isolated from entire body of MOSFET by using insulating layer, that is SiO2, silicon dioxide. See, in this figure we will see gate terminal is isolated. That is what they given, right? See here, three terminals, as I told you, three terminals are there. Drain, gate, source. Whereas source and drain are having a contact with this semiconductor material directly through the metallic contacts, right? But here anyhow the gate terminal having metallic contact, but it is not directly connected with the semiconductor material. This gate terminal is isolated by this silicon dioxide, right? That's why here given gate terminal is isolated from the entire body of MOSFET by using insulating layer silicon dioxide, right? So here already SGD given. S means source and G means gate, D means drain. And as I told you, metal plus oxide plus semiconductor FET is called as MOSFET. Right? So this is all the introduction about the MOSFET. I hope you understand. So MOSFET is the IGFET and it is a voltage control device, and it is a unipolar device, and gate voltage is used for controlling the output values or conduction in the MOSFET. And final point is gate terminal is isolated from the entire body of MOSFET by using SiO2. We'll see applications. It can be used as an amplifier, and next one is it can be used as a switching device. So these two applications we already seen in the BJT also, the same applications here also we are seeing. Next one, types. First one is enhancement MOSFET, next one is depletion MOSFET. So second one, depletion, or otherwise we can call it as depletion enhancement MOSFET. So both are same. So we'll see the first one, enhancement MOSFET. When the applying voltage at the gate terminal increases, the current conduction between source and drain is also increases. What they are saying, gate terminal voltage, if it is increased, then the current conduction between source and drain is also increases. So remember, source acts like a ground between the gate and drain. Remember that, like common emitter, common collector, common base we discussed in BJT. Like that, in BJT we discussed that configurations. In that configuration, one terminal will be the ground and common terminal between the input and output, right? So similarly here also, source is the common terminal, source is the ground between the gate and drain. So what they said, actually gate terminal voltage, if it increase, means current conduction between source and drain also increases. This type of MOSFET is enhancement type MOSFET, or eMOSFET, or eMOS transistor. So we'll see how this will happen. When gate input is when gate voltage increases, means how current conduction also increases. That we will see in the figure. So just I'm taking a N channel eMOSFET construction. See, this is the figure. See, previous diagram I didn't give this substrate and all, just simply I have taken there. Now I have given clearly what are all the material we are using for constructing this N channel eMOSFET. Everything is given here. Source, gate, drain. Source and drain having a direct contact with semiconducting material, whereas gate terminal is isolated from the semiconducting material. And this is N-type semiconductor, this is N-type semiconductor, and this is P-type substrate. This is made up of semiconductor, and this is also made up of semiconducting material, right? And this is a metallic contact, and this is a silicon dioxide, and here the path between the drain and source is called channel. If there is no channel, here no channel, right? That's why we have given here no channel. In next type we will see a channel here, right? And this is a substrate terminal. Generally this terminal and source terminal are interconnected. See, in this symbol that is mentioned clearly, this is a symbol of N channel eMOSFET, source, drain, gate, and gate terminal is isolated, no? That's why gate terminal is isolated, and the drain, substrate, source. See, drain, substrate, source also not connected, whereas source and substrate are connected. Already I told you, source and substrates are the ground terminal both will be connected. That's why here in the symbol itself both are connected. It is given that both are connected, but both are not internally connected. That's why here there is a space between the substrate and source, and there is a space between the substrate and drain also. The reason is, if I'm taking here means, then I can say source and drain are connected. That type we are going to discuss in the depletion MOSFET. Okay. So this is a symbol of N channel E MOSFET. I hope you understand what is the, and this direction, no, arrow mark indicates that current direction. So when P-type and N-type materials are there, no, when if you apply forward bias to this P and N junction, suppose if I am taking P and N here, if I am giving forward bias, then what will happen? Current will flow into the, current generally will flow towards the P side, right? If forward bias is applied. So that direction is given here. Understood? Suppose if you, here two PN junctions are there, P and N, here one junction and P and N, this is the another junction. You can take any one of the PN junction and apply the forward bias. What will happen? Current direction will be towards the P-type. Towards the P-type. That's the reason why here direction is moving inside the MOSFET. Moving inside means, see, P and N, suppose if I am taking this two, the current will flow like this from here to here. For example, if I am connecting this and source, then current will flow into the substrate, right? So that's what given direction of the current is inside, right? So we'll see the construction details. So in N-channel MOSFET, source and drain are made up of N-type semiconductor material. Just now I told you, source and drain are N-type semiconductor material. Substrate is made up of P-type semiconductor material. See here, these two are N-type materials. This one is P-type material. That is what given. No channel between the drain and source. See, between the drain and source, there is no channel. That is what I told you already. And the surface is coated with insulating layer. Already we discussed about this one. Silicon dioxide we use it for the insulating purpose. Drain and source terminals are directly contact with N-type materials through metallic contacts. See in this figure, once again we will discuss. Drain and source are directly contact with this N-type materials through metallic contacts, correct? Whereas gate terminal is isolated from substrate by using insulating layer SiO2. See, gate terminal is not directly connected with this substrate. It is isolated by using this SiO2. Am I right or not? Next one. Two N-type blocks and P-type substrate form two PN junctions. So we'll see, already I told you that. See, two N-type materials and one P-type substrate forms two junctions, PN junctions. One is PN. This is one junction and another one is PN. This is the another junction. So there are two junctions formed. That's why here given two N-type blocks and one P-type substrate form two PN junctions, right? So we'll see the working Working of the N channel E MOSFET. So first point, consider applying voltage at the gate terminal is 0. So which means here between gate and source, that is VGS voltage, no, it is open. Just see in the figure, it is open, which means there is no voltage applied between this G and S. So first, initially what we are considering, applying voltage at the gate terminal is 0. So there is no voltage we are going to apply between this G and S, right? So VGS is 0. Drain voltage is present. Whereas between the drain and source, this will be considered as a output voltage, and between gate and source is the input voltage. Remember, between gate and source, what the voltage we are applying, that is input. Drain and source, that is output, and source is here common for input and output. Already I told you, source acts like a ground, right? So VDS is present here, but VGS is 0. See what will happen here. I am giving a positive terminal connected with the D, which means it's connected with this N-type material, and negative is connected with this N-type material. When I am increasing this voltage, nothing will happen because there is no connection between these two terminals. Which means, what I am saying means, there is no channel between the source and drain here. So there is no conduction. See this, if channel will be present, then I can say drain and source are short circuited, then current conduction will be there, will takes place. Current conduction will takes place. Like that we can say channel is present. Here there is no channel, so it will be considered as a open circuit. So if open circuit means current conduction will be 0. So in this case, current conduction will be 0. See, that is what given here. In this case, gate is open circuited, so there will be no conduction in MOSFET, E MOSFET, and E MOSFET in off condition. This case, in this condition, E MOS is off and ID is 0, which means drain current is 0 when VGS is 0 volt. So one case is over. We'll see the second case. Consider positive control voltage, which means this is the gate voltage. So gate voltage, now positive values I am going to apply at the gate terminal. So VGS greater than 0. Now we'll see in this figure. So between the drain and source, VDS is present. VDS is the same voltage. In the previous diagram also we have seen already this VDS. Now newly what the voltage I am applying here is VGS. Positive voltage now we are applying at this gate terminal. Then what will happen? When you are increase this positive value, then what will happen? The minority carriers in this P-type substrate, P-type substrate means majority carriers are holes, minority carriers are electrons, right? That electrons move towards the gate terminal. But this will not directly contact with this gate terminal because of isolation, right? So all the minority carriers move towards this gate terminal and it accommodate like this near to the SiO2 layer, and it forms a channel. And these are actually free electrons, because previously these electrons will be in the electron hole pair, electron hole combination, right? It breaks that pair and it becomes now free electron, and this free electrons forms the layer called inversion layer. or otherwise we can say channel, right? So we'll discuss now. See, free electrons, once it is formed between this gate and source, then what will happen? Once if you apply this VDS, once if you apply this VDS to this drain, then the current starts to flow from this positive terminal to the source negative terminal, correct? Now this acts like a short circuit. Current will flow like this. So that's why current direction is given here, ID current. So it will flow from this positive terminal to this negative terminal of VDS because of the channel formed. Suppose channel is not there, then it considered as an open circuit and there is no current flow in this drain side, drain to source side, right? So we'll see that one. VGS attracts the minority carriers, that is electrons in the substrate towards gate terminal. Accumulation of free electrons near to the gate terminal form inversion layer, that is channel, already I told you. So more free electrons will accumulate near to this gate terminal and this forms the inversion layer called channel. And inversion layer acts as a channel between the source and drain terminal. Next one, drain voltage VDS is applied to drain terminal. Current conduction starts from drain to source through channel. See, already I told you when see, now channel is formed. If I increase this VDS, then what will happen? Automatically current will flow because now it is a short circuit, right? So in a closed path, current will flow, right? So that is what given here. Drain voltage is applied to the drain terminal. Current conduction, that is ID, starts flowing from drain to source through the channel. Now in this condition, E MOSFET is on condition, right? We'll move on to the next point. Channel conductivity enhanced by positive gate source voltage VGS. Now this channel conduction, how it enhanced? By applying the positive gate source voltage, that is VGS, right? So by applying this VGS, positive VGS, the channel conductivity is enhanced. That's why this is called as enhancement mode MOSFET, right? So we'll see the characteristics figures. First one is transfer characteristics, which means it is a graph between the VGS and ID. VGS and ID. So first we'll discuss about this diagram. We'll see this diagram. See, observe this diagram. For example, VDS I kept constant here. VDS I kept constant, some value. I kept in some value, right? Now I'm increasing. I'm going to increase VGS. Increasing, right? If I keep on increase this VGS, what will happen? More number of free electrons will accommodate here. More free electrons will accommodate here, right? So then automatically ID will increase. See, more number of free electrons, if it formed in the channel, then automatically ID will increase, right? So current will increase if VGS is increased, right? So that we understand from this figure. So we'll see that one. When VGS, if I'm increasing, keep on, then ID current is also linearly. See, it is increasing like this, exponentially, we can say. It increases exponentially. At this condition, VGS is constant. VGS is kept as a constant. Now here, this is a threshold voltage. VT means threshold voltage. See here, when your VGS value is 0, here there will not be any free electrons, right? Already we discussed in the first case, if VGS is 0, there will not be any free electron. Here there is no free electron, right? If I'm increasing this VGS, for example 1 volt, 2 volt, it takes some time to get these free electrons, because these electrons are in electron volt pair, electron volt combination, right? So it takes some time. For example, here I am taking up to 2 volt, there is no free electron, as well as there is no conduction, which means ID is 0 up to 2 volt. After the 2 volt, here free electrons are accommodated, then channel formed, then current conduction starts from the drain to source. So that is what given in this figure. Up to this 2 volt, we are taking that point is up to that there is no conduction in the MOSFET. So that point, after that point, the conduction starts, right? So that point we take it as a threshold voltage, right? So I hope you understand this transfer characteristics between VGS and ID when VDS is constant. So if you understand this figure, you can understand this graph. So we'll see the next one, drain characteristics. So to understand the drain characteristics, we'll see in this figure. So VGS is applied, now VGS is kept as a constant, but VDS is increasing, right? So this current also, reaches the constant value when you increase this. This will not be constant. Okay, at this point this is constant, correct? So we'll see what is going to happen. See, negative terminal is connected with this P-type substrate, and positive terminal is connected with this drain. See, positive terminal of the battery is connected with N-type material, and negative terminal of the battery is connected with P-type material. Then what is this? This is a reverse bias condition, right? We already discussed in the PN junction diode, when if you connect a positive terminal with N and negative terminal with P, means that is a reverse bias. So now reverse bias is applied between the P and N. If you keep on increasing this reverse bias, what will happen? Depletion region will increase between this P and N. See, in the another case, we'll see negative terminal is connected with this source, right? Negative terminal is connected with this source, which means negative with this N-type. Negative terminal of the battery is connected with this N-type, which means this is forward bias. Here positive terminal of the battery is connected with P-type. Sorry, with this N-type. So this side it is reverse bias, whereas this side it is forward bias. So depletion region width will be narrow here, whereas depletion region width will be wider here. So because of this depletion region, what will happen? This channel forming, see, whereas already channel is formed between this drain and source, right? And that channel width will be reduced near to this near to this drain terminal, but here it will slightly increase near to this source. The reason is because of this depletion region, right? So once this channel is closed near to this drain, then what will happen? There is no further conduction between the between the drain and source. That's why here we mentioned ID is constant. So we'll see in the figure now. VGS is kept as a constant. VGS voltage, control voltage is kept as a constant, and I have taken some 4-5 cases, right? So when VGS is 3 and VDS is increasing, what will happen? ID is slowly it increase up to certain level. After that it becomes constant. Why it becomes constant? Because of, I told you, no, the channel width near to this drain is closed. Completely it is closed. Then there is no further conduction between the drain and source. That's why the current reaches the constant level. Similarly, VGS if it is 4, then this is the characteristics. VGS if it is 5, this is the characteristics. VGS if it is 6, this is the characteristics. VGS if it is 7, this is the characteristics. See, in this characteristics there are 3 regions. One is the ohmic or linear region, and next one is cutoff region, and the next one is saturation region. So we'll discuss what about what are these 3 regions. First one is linear region. In this region, voltage and current, which means VDS and ID, both are varying linearly, right? So it's like a resistive circuit. The characteristics between the VDS and ID is like a resistive circuit. So it increases linearly like this. And after certain level, it reaches the current is saturated. So that's why this region is called a saturation region. The current is saturated here, right? There is no further movement, further increasing. There is no further increasing. It reaches the constant level, right? So that region is the saturation region. Whereas cutoff region is, suppose I told you, no, here itself. Suppose your VGS is 2 or less than 2, there is no conduction. Am I right or not? After 2 volt, only ID starts to flow. So the region where there is no conduction, the region where there is no conduction is called cutoff region. See, in this, here we have taken VGS equal to VT equal to 2. This characteristics, slightly it is appearing, no? Here there is no conduction, almost ID is 0. So that case and that region is called as cutoff region, right? Where the ID is 0, that region is called as cutoff region, right? So I hope you understand this drain characteristics. So with this, the first topic is almost going to complete. So E-MOSFET is called off devices because it is in off condition when VGS is 0. Already we discussed when VGS is 0, that time E-MOSFET is off device. So if E-MOSFET is in off condition, so that this device is called as off device. See, note, P channel E-MOSFET is similar to N channel. So far we discussed N channel E-MOSFET. P channel is the homework for you. You have to do this one. I'll give a what difference between this P and N means voltage polarities and current directions are reversed. Okay. So please practice this one and draw the transfer characteristics and drain characteristics for this P channel E-MOSFET and send it to me. Okay. Next we'll see the depletion MOSFET or depletion enhancement MOSFET. See, what is the difference between the enhancement MOSFET and depletion MOSFET means when applying voltage at the gate terminal increases, the current conduction between source and drain decreases. See, previously we said here increases. Now this is decreasing. When applying voltage at the gate, increase means when you increase the gate voltage, the current conduction in the MOSFET is decreases. That is the definition given. This type of MOSFET is called depletion type MOSFET or DMOSFET or DE-MOS. So we'll see the diagram. See, main difference what we are observing here is this channel between the drain and source, right? Remaining all same. Here there is no channel in the enhancement MOSFET, but now channel is present in the depletion mode MOSFET, right? So we'll see the symbol. See, as I told you, the diagram is same. Here between the drain and substrate and source, there is no gap, there is no space. See here, the reason is all this substrate, source, drain are connected with this channel internally. That's the reason why here there is no space. So this is a symbol of depletion enhancement MOSFET. And D means drain, S means source, G means gate, SS means substrate. So we'll see the construction details are almost same. Only the difference is there will be a channel between drain and source terminal. So as I told you already, channel is present in the depletion mode MOSFET, and remaining all are same. We'll see, we move on to the working directly. Consider applying voltage, that is a control voltage at the gate terminal is 0, that is VGS is 0, and drain voltage is present. Same case, between the gate and source there is no voltage, it is a open circuit, and between the drain and source there is a voltage, that is VDS is applying. See what will happen when you apply VDS between the drain and source. When VGS is 0, what will happen? See, internally this n-type material and this n-type material are connected with this channel, right? So through this channel, what will happen? The electron starts to move from the drain to source, from source to drain. So electron moving from source to drain means current will flow from drain to source. So current will flow from drain to source when VGS is 0. Whereas in the previous case, enhancement MOSFET, when VGS is 0, there is no conduction, correct? But in this depletion MOSFET, when VGS is 0, you will get a maximum current flow, output current, which means drain current, right? So see here, in this case there will be a conduction in DE MOSFET. DE MOSFET is in on condition. ID flows when VGS is 0. So consider next case, consider negative control voltage is applied at gate terminal, which means VGS is less than 0. Then what will happen? We'll see. So see this figure, now I am applying VGS, which means to this gate, VGS is negative voltage. Now we are applying like this, and VDS is same. See what will happen when negative terminal is connected with this gate? What will happen? Electron starts to move away from this gate terminal and holes start to move towards this gate terminal, and these holes and electrons will combine and it forms the electron hole recombination, right? And we can understand that, see in this previous, when VGS is 0, see in this figure, more free electrons are there. This n channel has more free electrons. But after this recombination, see electron hole recombination, what will happen? Number of free electrons are reduced within this channel. Then automatically this reduces the drain current also. If number of free electrons are reduced means, then current also will reduce, right? See, that is what we are going to discuss in this. VGS repels the electrons from channel and attracts the holes in the substrate. Electron hole recombination occurs, number of free electrons is reduced. Already I told you, because of this electron hole recombination, number of free electrons within this channel is reduced. ID current reduces due to the reduction of free electrons in channel, or we can say increasing channel resistance. See, when free electrons are reducing means channel resistance is increasing. Free electrons more means resistance is less. Free electrons are less means resistance will be more. So ID current automatically reduces due to the reduction of free electron. Next point, channel conductivity reduced by negative gate source voltage. So this is known as depletion mode MOSFET. Now next case, consider positive control voltage is applied at gate terminal, that is VGS greater than 0. So we'll see the circuit, we'll see the construction. See, now I am applying VGS is positive and remaining all same, VDS is same and remaining all are same. Suppose if positive terminal is connected with this gate, then what will happen? Already some free electrons are there within this channel, and some other few electrons in the substrate that also will be attracted towards this gate terminal, and that will also accumulate here. Then the channel width will increase. See here, channel with more free electrons, right? So number of free electrons within this channel will increase. This will increase the current through this drain terminal. See, VGS attracts more. VGS attracts the minority carriers from substrate towards gate terminal, and it prevents the recombination of electron hole. ID current increases due to the increase in number of free electrons, opposite to this case. Here it is reduces, now here it is increases. Channel conductivity enhanced by positive gate source voltage, so this is called as depletion enhancement mode MOSFET. So we'll see the transfer characteristics for this one. See, negative side, when you are applying VGS is the negative voltage, what happened actually? Current is slowly decreasing. Already I told you, here when you apply the negative voltage, current ID is slowly reduces due to the reduction of free electron. Once free electrons are 0, then current becomes 0, right? See, that is what given here. When VGS is 0, the current ID is somewhat 8 milliamps, like maximum level, and when your VGS is moving left towards the left hand side, the current is slowly reducing exponentially, and it reaches the 0 level at minus 4 volt. That minus 4 volt we take it as a pinch off voltage. See, pinch off voltage means at this voltage drain current becomes 0. Pinch off voltage means at this voltage level drain current become 0, right? So IDSS means drain source saturation current. So this point is the saturation point, that's why we take it as a IDSS. See, which means maximum level. So after this it will be constant. So we'll see the drain characteristics now. See, drain characteristics, when VGS is constant, here VGS is constant, and we are increasing VDS, then what will happen? We'll see what is going to happen. ID is increasing at certain level, then it reaches the maximum level, then it becomes constant. There is no further movement when you increasing VDS, right? And VGS is constant here, and this maximum level is, we take it as a IDSS. And if I'm giving positive value, VGS is positive, then the characteristic will be like this. And this is the enhancement mode, already we discussed. And this is the depletion mode side. Negative voltage sides all are depletion mode side, and positive values all are enhancement mode side. And here -4 is the pinch off voltage. See, -4, when VGS is -4, that time there is no conduction. ID is almost 0. In this, see this one, almost it is 0, right? So that is a pinch off voltage. And last point, it is DE MOSFET is called on devices because it is on condition. It is in on condition when VGS is 0. And last, this is for your so this is your homework. P channel DE MOSFET is similar to N channel DE MOSFET. N channel, so far we discussed. P channel you have to practice, and you have to draw the transfer and drain characteristics and send it to me. Except, see, both are same except the voltage polarities and current directions are reversed, right?